Students, today we will study about hypotonic, isotonic and hypertonic solution. We are going to study how the cell reacts if it is kept in hypotonic solution, if it is kept in isotonic solution, and if it is kept in hypertonic solution. So we shall study about them one by one. So first of all, hypotonic solution. So what is hypotonic solution? Suppose a cell is kept in certain medium and that particular medium contains very high concentration of water. That means the cell itself has very less concentration of water, and as compared to that, the surrounding medium in which the cell is kept, there is water concentration which is very high. So as you have studied in the earlier lecture that osmosis means the movement of water particle from higher concentration to lower concentration across a semi-permeable membrane. So the same thing, same measure of osmosis is going to apply over here. Here the cell is having less concentration of water, that is it is more concentrated, the medium inside the cell is more concentrated, while the medium outside the cell is having high concentration of the water, that is the medium is quite dilute outside the cell. The solution which is present outside the cell is very much dilute, and the solution which is present inside the cell, it is very much concentrated. So the water particles will start moving from the region of higher concentration to the region of lower concentration, that is from outside medium towards the inside of the cell. So in this way the cell will gain water by the process of osmosis, and as the water is entering into the cell, the whole process of osmosis is known as endosmosis. Such a solution is known as hypotonic solution, and in this case the cell is likely to swell up due to the entry of the water from outer medium to the inner medium. So let us understand it with the help of an figure. So here is the figure. This is the cell which is having solute concentration high. High solute concentration is present inside the cell, and as compared to it, water concentration is higher on the outer side of the cell. So what happens? Water starts transporting into the cell. Water starts getting into the cell as the water molecules follow the rule of osmosis, and it starts moving from higher concentration towards the lower concentration. And when this occurs, the cells start absorbing water, and they may swell up. So the cells can inflate, and it can also lead to the bursting of the cell. Such type of solution which is having high concentration of water is known as hypotonic solution. Now let us move to isotonic solution. Now if the concentration of the medium in which the cell is kept is equal, water concentration is equal in the medium in which the cell is kept as well as inside the cell water concentration is the same, then there will be no movement of water across the cell membrane. As we all know, the movement of water starts only from higher water concentration to lower water concentration. When the water concentration both inside the cell and outside the cell remains the same, then it is obvious that water will not start moving from one part to another part, and such type of solution is known as isotonic solution. Here what will happen? There will be no overall movement of the water, and the cell will stay the same size. Since water is not entering into the cell and water is not going out of the cell, so the size of the shape of the cell remains the same as it is in case of the isotonic solution. So here is the figure of isotonic solution. since the solute concentration inside the cell is equal to the solution outside the cell. So what is happening? The amount of water transported into the cell is equal to the amount of water transported out from the cell. Equal concentration of the water is maintained outside the cell as well as inside the cell, and such type of solutions are known as isotonic solutions. Now let us move to hypertonic solution. Now if the medium surrounding the cell has lower concentration of water, that is, it is having more of the solute part of the solution, now what will happen? The cell will have high concentration of water, and the medium in which the cell is kept, it is having lower concentration of water. Now water will start moving from inside the cell towards the outside of the cell. As the concentration of water is higher inside the cell and the concentration of water is less in the medium which surrounds the cell, so water will start moving from inside the cell towards the outer side of the cell, and the cell will lose water by osmosis. And as the water is lost, this type of osmosis is known as exosmosis, and such a solution is known as hypertonic solution. Now what will happen if water will start moving out of the cell? The size of the cell will start shrinking. As we have seen in hypotonic solution, since the water was entering into the cell, the size of the cell started swelling up. But here in case of the hypertonic solution, as the water moves out of the cell, the size of the cell starts shrinking. As you can see here, that solute concentration inside the cell is lower. So water is transported outside of the cell, and as the water is transported outside of the cell, the size of the cell starts shrinking in case of the hypertonic solution. Now comes endocytosis. So what is endocytosis? Here there is the flexibility of the cell membrane. So we will discuss about the flexible nature of the cell membrane here. What happens in case of the amoeba? As soon as the food material comes near the amoeba, the cell membrane starts to form finger-like projections. They are known as pseudopodia, and they start engulfing the food material. Okay, and this whole process is known as endocytosis. So the endocytosis can be of two types. It can be phagocytosis, it can be pinocytosis. Whenever a solid food material is taken inside the cell through the plasma membrane, that process is known as phagocytosis, and whenever fluid material is taken inside the cell, it is known as pinocytosis. So let us understand it with the help of a diagram. See, this is the plasma membrane of the amoeba. Okay, the cell membrane or plasma membrane of amoeba. As you all know, amoeba is unicellular organism. So as soon as the food material comes near the plasma membrane shows its flexible character. It starts forming these finger-like projections, and these are known as pseudopodia. So these finger-like projections start engulfing this food material. Okay, and then after engulfing the food material, after encircling the food material, the food material enters inside the body of the amoeba, and that particular, the whole thing is known as food vacuole. This food vacuole is then digested upon by the digestive enzymes present in the vacuole, and the food is absorbed by the body of the amoeba, and whatever waste material is there, it is then eradicated out of the body of the amoeba. So here, as solid particle is coming near the plasma membrane, and plasma membrane is showing its flexible characteristic, this type of endocytosis is known as phagocytosis. And when liquid particles come near to the plasma membrane, this again starts showing its flexible nature. It again engulfs the liquid particle and forms the vesicle. So this type of endocytosis, in which liquid particle is engulfed by the plasma membrane of amoeba, is known as pinocytosis. So students, today we will stop here. So we have today studied about the hypertonic solutions, hypotonic solutions, isotonic solutions, and about endocytosis. Endocytosis is of two types, phagocytosis and pinocytosis. In phagocytosis, the solid particle is engulfed by the plasma membrane of amoeba, and in case of the pinocytosis, the liquid food is engulfed by the plasma membrane of amoeba. So we will stop here for today. Thank you very much.